The expiration of a 30-day state of emergency brings with it the reassimilation of 51 young men from two crime-ridden communities in Belize City. Understanding that the month-long detention is hardly enough time to meaningfully take stock of themselves, they were released from the Belize Central Prison on Wednesday night. These individuals are reportedly from rival gangs in neighborhoods that were officially declared as places of potential unrest in early September.
We was home, occupying our time with our woman. Everybody was home at their house with their woman. Do you know gang activity, criminal activities? So I don't understand why they stated that gang activities. If you let a girl home, you let a man, they call 100 police. You understand? Brutalize people, whop up people with no kind of communication, with no kind of talking, just beat up people.
It's a similar account given by Ian Clear, who was taken from his home near Iguana Street in the early hours of September 4th.
I heard the gunshot in the backyard and then I just jumped up. I wanted to know what that was. So when I stepped out of my house, I said the police trooper was at the front. However, I walked out and I wanted to know at my gate. I didn't reach out of my yard, you know. So I walk out and I want to know what are the problem. So then just tell me, come, let's go, you going. So I like, but going for what? I mean, I just wake up and still calling on my everything and I don't know what to talk about. And then I got no shirt on, I still in a sleeping pants and whatnot. So they not tell me not when they care me for or when they care the group of people for around the neighborhood for. They just say, let's go. So I just got with the program and I don't really know where I be the outcome.
Just like that, he too was corralled into a holding cell at the Queen Street precinct, where he was locked up with members of the George Street gang. Clare refused the notion that he is affiliated with the group, despite the involvement of his siblings in such activity. In fact, the 32-year-old told News 5 that he was about to get ready for work when he was rounded up along with several others.
When I reached there, I saw I had a group of young man detained. I mean, then they asked me if I know the fellow detainees, and I was like, I mean, this Belize, everybody know one another. So however we stood there, numerous nights, numerous days, punishing, hard floor, hard cold, you name it, what have you. However, nobody still not say nothing to me when they detain me for, when they have me for. I mean, the numerous time we did it, they just said that Chester want to have a meeting within 7 days. I mean, I work, I don't know nothing about when they do, you understand? I work, so I stood there and not say nothing. No police officer still not come say nothing about when they do. However, between that period of time, man still get released.
But he wasn't among them. Neither was Tyrone Main, who was being held at the Raccoon Street lockup. At the end of the 7-day detention, they were each given a charge sheet. Main, who is no stranger to the law, lists out the offenses that were being brought against him.
It was one charge sheet. They said robberies around city, activities with gang and firearms and gun. But being released from prison and get no trouble. Still charge sheet, yeah? This that we serve we. This that we work for we life. Ink or paper. This that we stay in jail. Ink or paper. Ink or paper. This that we life work right here. This that we work. 30 days at jail. This that we work. Watch this banner right now. This that we work. I can extend to the public, right? This that we work. 30 days.
I just stay there, sit down there, ride along with the program. Now after the 7 nights and 8 days, this about like, I'm not sure what time it is basically. They just bring a paper or a charge sheet stating you're gang affiliated. Next one say gun ammunition, armed robbery. I never get charged in my life. Never yet in my life. However, they just detain me, handcuff me, send me to the prison bus, send me up to Central Prison. Then I understand that your rights get revoked for 30 days or it could be expanded for what?
During their stay at the Belize Central Prison, the men were never contacted by the forces that incarcerated them, a fact that was reiterated by CEO Virgilio Murillo.
I just took the initiative as the director to talk to these guys, because one of the things I will tell you is that I know a lot of these guys because they've been in the system on a number of occasions, so they're not necessarily strangers to me.
Certainly, Tyrone Main is very familiar with the prison director. He was previously on remand for several years after being accused of having committed a capital offense. At any point before Mr. Murillo brought you guys together as two different groups, did you at all feel threatened by the fact that you were being held together?
When we were first, for the first past 1 day, 2 days, yes, it was like that. But until Mr. Murillo have a meeting, we all down in our meeting together like one smart person, one person with knowledge, you understand? Separate for your problems for each other, ask your questions, play a little music for you. You understand? Can't use the communication again, you know.
That communication is what they believe fell apart between themselves and the police department. As for the effect of prison on Ian Clear, it was indeed an eye-opener.
For me, I mean, that was first. I never, to my lifestyle, I passed in my kids and thing, I always teach any knowledge about prison. I never see myself I go to prison knowing I'm a hard-working man and try to do it for my family and for myself, you understand? I mean, but then when we reached there, yes, we did lock up the different prison, but not the same building. But however, when Mr. Mario bring it together, you know, put we in a meeting, sit we down and say that all of us, one black brother, no Spanish student among us, and you know, all of us where they kill out each other for. But I mean, I just stood there like a fool basically, because I don't really know the knowledge. I mean, I take in at the same time, but I don't really know why I need to hear all of this. Cause it's like, no, this I got to do me. You understand? So, but I mean, a good experience. Any man bring the two gang members together and try to become one. Try to make them unite and stop the crime and violence and stop the foolishness, because they only hurt up themselves.
The respect given to CEO Murillo makes it clear that he has had some impact on their lives, at least while in prison.
I've been sending them a lot of motivational quotes. Quotes from people like Martin Luther King Jr., who says we must learn to live together as brothers, otherwise we'll perish together as fools. Those are powerful stuff.
Indeed, they are words to live by, but it is only a matter of time to see if the prison stint has affected these young men in a positive way. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.